this video, we're going to look at filtering the data in PySpark data frames. First, I'm importing the libraries. Then I'm building a Spark session object. Then I'm reading the data. The data is Netflix titles.csv file. Okay, this is the schema. Let's look at the first 5 rows. Okay, these are the first 5 rows in the data. Now, I want to focus on the release year. So I want to check what are the unique values in the column release year. For that, I would select the release year column and I would apply distinct method. So these are the distinct values in the release year column. You could see some non-date values here, non-year values. So let's try to remove them. So I would be using a regular expression to filter the data in this column. Now I'm creating a new data frame for years only data. I'm filtering. First, I'm trimming all the extra spaces from column release year, and then I would check for a regular expression or like. So, or like the caret symbol. I'm specifying the start of that filtering, the start of the string to be filtered, and square bracket 0 to 9. It should look for any numeric characters, and the number of characters should be 4 within curly brackets. I'm looking for 0 to 9 characters, and I'm looking only for 4 characters. This is the regular expression. I'm closing it and closing the filter. Now df years only. Now you could see the non-year data is removed from this new data frame. Now I'm filtering the data frame for release year greater than 2020. This is the data frame, and I'm applying filter on the column, and I want to check for data which is greater than 2020. Let's call this new data frame and then filtered data frame. So we could see now only the data which is greater than 2020 is being preserved in the filtered data frame. Let's try to filter with multiple conditions. Let's say I want to get the data of the country United States and the release year is greater than 2020. Let's first check the unique values in the country column. So unique values is row of country column for row in df dot select country. I'm using a list comprehension here. So this gives all the unique values in the row column, in the country column, and put it in a list format. And then I would print unique values. These are the unique values in the country column. Now let's check the shape of the data frame. df count gives the number of rows. df columns, so we have 12 columns and 8806 rows. Now I'm applying the filter where I'm giving the multiple filters. df dot filter. So column of country should be equal to United States. This is one condition, and another condition is column release year, which should be greater than 2020. Now filter df dot count. If you check, you have only 137 rows. That means all the other rows are filtered. Let's check the data. So we could see the country column only United States, and the date release year is greater than 2020. Now let's check the filtering based on a list of values. So I want to filter the data frame where the country column has either United States or United Kingdom or India. So filter df is df dot filter of column country. We'll use easin method, United States, United Kingdom, and India. We check the data. We have 4196 rows and If you check at the actual data, you could see either it is United States or India or United Kingdom. Now let's check the filtering on strings data. So I want to filter data where the column listed in contains anything like crime. So any crime TV shows or crime movies, I want to filter from the movies data. So I would use df filter and like method. Crime, it should start with crime, and this percent sign is a wildcard. Anything can come after crime, but it should start with crime. And after filtering, if we look at this particular column data, we could see all the data which have crime in there. Similarly, if we could use R like method to check or to filter based on regular expression. Here I'm using R like crime or thrillers in the listed in column. If you check the data after filtering, you could see you could have crime and you have thrillers. It will be picked up and put into this data frame. Now we'll check the filtering on date column or date ranges. So to filter on date ranges, first the column should be a date format. To convert the column to a date format, we'll use with column method. So with column date added to date is the method, and I'm converting the date to this format. This is the existing format of the date. So whatever the string is in this format, I'm converting that to date. And once we do that, I'm converting in the required format of my date. So use another data frame and use with same with column method, and the date added column. Now the date format is changed to year, month, and date format. Now once we do this, we can filter the data, the new data frame, where the date added column is greater than 2011 and less than 2021, this particular date. And if you look at the data, you could find the data in that range. So these are the different ways in which we could filter data in PySpark. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.